Hey everyone, welcome back to Nature Bryan. I'm Bryan and this is my nature channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the common tern. So the common tern is a shorebird found on both beaches and marshes. It's a colonial nester, which means it's going to nest in large groups or flocks. I did my work on the south shore of Long Island, so we're talking about the Great South Bay and also the stretch of beach just south of that on the barrier beaches there. So in both ecosystems, whether on the beach or on the marsh, they feed on small fish at or near the water surface, which they catch by means of vertical dive. So they fly above the water, they hover there, they see a fish, and they dive and catch it. They make their nests on the marsh out of a thin circular layer of marsh grass. They're very protective of their eggs and young. They dive at humans and invading birds, including invading gulls that raid the nest to eat the chicks, as well as, say, an osprey who's really harmless but maybe just nested in the area and is flying through. Common terns will colonize among or next to Forster's terns and gull-billed terns, two other species of tern. This is on the marsh. And both of these species will be discussed in future episodes. So at my job, we band the common tern. We put little metal bands on their leg, and this allows us to, first of all, track where they're going. Terns have large migratory paths throughout the Western Hemisphere, so this can help us see, where they're ending up, if they're colonizing the same place. Also see if there's mixing between the marsh nesters and the beach nesters in subsequent generations. We actually found a dead adult tern last summer, which had a band that was actually from South America. So there definitely is some mixage and some merit and value to this banding process. So early in the season, we banded adult terns, and we did this by using traps that my boss actually made. They don't injure the bird, really. You just you put them over the nest, and it has a little trap door, so when they go to sit on their eggs, the door closes. And then basically we take them off the nest to prevent disturbances to the rest of the colony. We band them, and then we release them, and they fly back to the colony. So that was really cool, seeing them up close. And then later on in the season, once the chicks hatch, we have to go through the marsh grass with wooden poles, or tern sticks as we call them in the field. And we go and basically just have to part the grass and go through little by little and find, maybe 40 terns in a small area hidden in the grass, and we band those. And the reason it takes such a searching process is because, unlike some other birds, the common tern has precocial young. So like a lot of shorebirds, its chicks don't just sit in a nest and wait to be fed. They actually will begin walking around very soon after hatching. Now, I said that the nests are usually at the ground level, but this summer we actually had one unusual case. You see, there was a pair of osprey that had nested on a fly trap box and then abandoned the nest. A fly trap box is about 5 feet high. It happened to be on the fringe of a common tern colony, and when we visited the nest in August just to clear off the osprey nest and maintain the trap, we found a very surprising sight. We have some pictures here. 2 tern chicks were running around on top of the trap about 5 feet off the ground. My boss decided to give them some extra grass for shade, but yeah, a common tern actually nested at this elevation next to a colony, which was really cool. The reason he gave that grass for shade is because keeping cool can be difficult for a young bird. Like I said, a lot of the birds will hide in the grass. Also, you'll see them sitting in water and in mud. I have one video here of them sitting in the mud.
What we have here are common tern fledglings hiding in the grass. Hiding in the mud instead of the grass.
So causes of juvenile tern mortality include predation, including gulls, and also malnutrition. So if you find a recently dead tern, you could feel its breastbone to see how much fat there is on it. That goes for all birds. Also, causes of adult mortality can be caused by humans. For example, we found one tern that clearly died after going after bait on a fishing line. So that was kind of a nasty sight. So yeah, what you've been seeing, by the way, as always, is media, pictures and video collected only from my cell phone camera. Pretty good, right? And I did this while working for the Town of Hempstead Department of Conservation and Waterways, but the ideas and facts and opinions represented in these videos do not represent the official ones of the town. They're just my personal experiences working there. But I would like to thank them for this great experience. And if you see pictures of some people during the video, it means that they've given me permission to show them. Yeah. Oh, and also all the music you're hearing in the background right now is also my original music. I also have a music channel, bbrizzy89. I'll put that in the description also, but you can check out that for all my music stuff. Okay, enjoy.